Hello, I'm Wendy Lewis, ARCB certified reflexologist, and today we'll be talking about the taboo topic of tipping. So I wanted to make this video to help guide my clients and clear up any confusion over tipping. I know whenever any of us get a service, there's a lot of confusion over tipping. Should I tip? Should I not tip? If I do tip, how much? If I don't tip, is the person going to be insulted or take it personally? If it's a private business owner, do I still tip? So we're going to talk about a lot of that in this video, and I hope it clears up any confusion. So when you are a body worker, there are two main ways you earn money. And when I say body worker, I mean reflexologist, massage therapist, Reiki practitioner, etc. When you make money as a body worker, there are two main ways you can earn money. That is as someone's employee or in business for yourself. So when you are someone's employee, for example, you would work for, let's say, a large massage therapy chain. When you are someone's employee, you split the proceeds of a service with them. Now, how much your body worker actually makes when they are someone's employee, it varies considerably. However, it's usually somewhere around 50% of what you pay for a service. And that's why it's all the more important that you tip that individual, because it helps make up the difference in what their employer takes from them. Now, it may seem very unfair that the employer will take such a large portion of what that person earned. However, you have to take into consideration that the employer is paying for the numerous expenses, and there are very many expenses associated with this type of business. Those expenses include, but are not limited to, rent, utilities, insurance, laundry. Laundry is a huge expense with this type of business. Professional dues, associations, marketing, website, phone number, all sorts of expenses that go with running any sort of business, but particularly this kind of business. When you are a private practitioner with your own private office, you keep all the money that clients give you for your services. However, you by yourself have to cover all of those miscellaneous business expenses. So it all kind of evens out. I do accept tips. Tipping is very much appreciated, but not expected. And tip money generally goes toward covering all of those miscellaneous business expenses. Now, I love having my own business, and probably the biggest reason why is so that I can schedule clients in a way where I can best serve each of them. For example, if I have two really big muscular clients with very muscular, arms and very beefy feet, I'm not going to schedule them both on the same day because I want to make sure I have enough energy to give each one of them. Also, a really big thing is that I schedule people far enough apart such that if someone needs a little extra attention, I can look at the clock and say, yeah, I can extend my session a little bit at my own discretion. When you are someone else's employee, you generally have those sessions scheduled for you. And basically, if you have another client coming up at a particular time, you have to stop the previous session in order to accommodate that new client. And so I personally don't like the lack of freedom that gives you. Now, while my services are priced competitively in my region, I believe I offer the best value. Consider the fact that I have 20 years of experience. I've been doing this an awfully long time, and also I have tons of training beyond my original reflexology training. For example, I did get training in a Reiki mastership. I've done Reiki training. I've done cadaver workshops. Most recently, I sought out myofascial release massage techniques for hands and feet that I knew would help a lot of my clients. I'm constantly learning and growing and adding things to my session that I know will add value. So all of that said, most people do tip, and when they tip, they usually tip around 20%. However, I want to really convey in this video that it is not required, and there is absolutely no judgment if you don't. The most important thing is that if someone has a need For healing and caring and reflexology, I want them to come in. There's absolutely no judgment around not tipping. The important thing is that if you have a need, I want you to come in and get the service that you need. What I would really hate to think is that someone doesn't get the care they need because they feel that they should tip and they can't, or maybe they tipped last time but they can't afford to do it this time. Believe me, there is no judgment. Not all my clients do tip, especially ones that come in very frequently. I mean, if you come in every single week, I don't expect you to tip every time, and that's perfectly fine. Earlier on in my bodywork career, I actually tried to institute a no-tip policy, and it was a dismal failure. I just could not get people to adhere to it. And that's kind of a nice problem to have, but I realized that I just couldn't enforce it, and so I stopped trying to enforce it. So if there's one takeaway from this whole video, it is you can tip, you cannot tip. It's up to you. There's no judgment either way. The important thing is that you come away with the service that is best for you. And believe me when I tell you, I really strive to give excellent care and value in each and every session. If you wish to tip and it is within your financial means to do so, I deeply appreciate it. It's your way that you can say that you really appreciate the session that you received. Also, your referrals are wonderful. Refer your friends and family, buy a gift card for someone else if you need to buy a gift. Those are all great ways that you can show that you appreciate my services. I hope this video was informative and it cleared up any confusion you might have had around tipping. I know it's a touchy subject, so I really wanted to just address it and get it out in the open. If you have any questions or comments, or you have an idea for another topic you would like addressed in a future video, let me know. And remember to treat your feet.